How does it feel to walk into a home where everything is messy and cluttered? Is that something you'd like to avoid? If you think that tidying up your home can only happen when you spend hours cleaning, stop for a moment. Today, I'm going to show you 10 super quick decluttering tips that will keep your living space neat and organized with just a few simple steps in under a minute. In just 1 minute, you can tackle those easily cluttered areas without wasting too much time. Cleaning doesn't have to be a strenuous task, and I'm here to prove that to you right now. If you've always felt like cleaning is a big challenge, these tips will change the way you think about maintaining your home. Small, quick changes every day will help you keep a clean and comfortable living space without feeling overwhelmed or wasting too much time. You'll see how you can keep a tidy home without spending your entire day cleaning. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. What's your go-to quick cleaning tip? Share it with me in the comments. And don't forget to hit like if you find these tips helpful and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Now let's get started. One of the easiest ways to keep clutter under control is by dealing with your mail and paperwork the moment it comes in. It only takes about a minute, but it makes a huge difference in keeping your space tidy. Here's the deal: if you don't handle mail right away, it piles up fast. Bills, invitations, ads, receipts. They all start to stack up, and before you know it, your kitchen counter or desk is covered in paper. But if you sort through it right when it comes in, you'll never let that happen. So what do? Simple. As soon as you get your mail open, skim through it and decide what to do with it. Toss the junk mail straight into the recycling file, anything important. And if it's something you need to deal with right now, like paying a bill or making a quick phone call, just do it. If it's too much to handle in one go, make a quick to-do pile and get to it later. You can do this anywhere, by the front door at your desk or even in the kitchen. It doesn't need to be fancy, just make sure you have a spot where it's easy to sort your mail. Why is it so effective in just 1 minute? Because when you deal with it right away, it doesn't have a chance to pile up. You're making the decision immediately, no hesitation, no procrastination. Plus, you'll save time later because you won't have a mountain of paper to sort through. You'll feel way more in control of your space and it won't overwhelm you. Doing this every day means your house stays organized and you won't be buried in papers. It's a small habit that adds up quickly and you'll see results instantly. And speaking of keeping things tidy, in the next video, we'll be talking about some surprising cleaning habits that incredibly tidy people swear by to keep their homes in perfect shape. You'll definitely want to try them out. Now let's move on to tip 2. The second tip to help keep your space organized is tidying up your desk. If you're like me, your desk can quickly turn into a clutter zone with papers, pens, and random items piling up. It wasn't until I started cleaning it up daily that I realized how much it was affecting my mood and productivity. Now I can honestly say that spending just 1 minute to tidy up my desk every day makes a huge difference. At first, I didn't think much of the mess: papers here, empty cups there, pens scattered all over. But soon it became overwhelming. Every time I sat down, I felt stressed just looking at the clutter. That's when I decided to make a change. Now I spend just 1 minute at the end of each day clearing off my desk. I don't do anything crazy, just toss the trash, organize the essentials, and put away any stray papers. It's quick, simple, and incredibly effective. What I've noticed is that having a clean desk sets the tone for my entire workday. When I walk into my workspace the next morning, I don't have to deal with yesterday's mess. My desk is ready to go and I feel more focused and productive. It's amazing how a small habit like this can shift my mindset. When my desk is organized, I feel in control and ready to tackle whatever's on my to-do list. What's also great is that this habit doesn't require a lot of time. By tidying up for just 1 minute every day, I prevent the clutter from piling up, which means I never have to spend hours doing a big cleanup. It's a little effort every day, and it adds up over time. Plus, a clean desk isn't just about looking nice. It helps me feel less stressed and more organized, which makes my workday run smoother. So if you're looking for a simple way to improve your workspace and boost your productivity, start by tidying up your desk every day. It only takes a minute, but the results are huge. You'll feel more in control, less stressed, and way more focused when you walk into a clean, organized desk each day. The third tip to keep your space organized and clutter-free is to get rid of stained or damaged items while doing laundry. This one's super simple, and it can save you a lot of time in the long run. I used to hold on to clothes that were clearly beyond repair, maybe a stained shirt or a pair of socks with holes. But I've learned that getting rid of them right away is much easier than hanging on to them. Here's what I do while I'm folding my laundry or sorting through it. I take a second to look at each item. If I find something that's stained beyond saving or has a rip that can't be fixed, I immediately toss it. No hesitation. It only takes a minute, but it prevents me from keeping things I don't need, and it keeps my closet or drawers from getting cluttered with clothes I'll never wear again. At first, it felt wasteful to throw away clothes, but honestly, it saved me a ton of time and frustration later. When I finally realized that I was keeping stuff that wasn't usable anymore, it just made sense to clear it out. Plus, it feels so much better to know that my wardrobe is filled with items I actually wear and enjoy. The key here is to stay on top of it while the laundry is fresh. It's way easier to make quick decisions when you're already handling the clothes. If I wait, I'll just keep putting it off, and then I end up with a pile of clothes that need to be dealt with. What's also great is that this habit doesn't just help declutter your closet, it makes it easier to donate or recycle items. Instead of holding on to clothes that are stained or torn, I can donate the ones still in good condition and feel good about getting them out of my house. So next time you do laundry, take a minute to quickly check for any damaged or stained items and toss them. It's a quick habit that helps keep your space organized and your wardrobe clear of items you don't need. You'll notice an immediate difference in the amount of clutter you have in your drawers and closet. Tip number 4 is to get rid of clothes that no longer fit right away. This is one of those simple habits that can really help keep your closet clutter-free without you even noticing. It's so easy to hang on to clothes that are too tight, too loose, or just don't fit the way they used to, but keeping them only takes up valuable space and adds unnecessary clutter. I used to hold on to a lot of clothes, just in case I lost weight or somehow fit into them again. But over time, I realized that hanging on to these items wasn't helping anyone. Now, whenever I try on something that doesn't fit, I don't hesitate. I put it straight into the donate pile or throw it out if it's too worn out. It only takes a minute, and it instantly frees up space in my closet. What's great about this approach is that it's an ongoing process. As soon as you notice something doesn't fit, make the decision to let it go. There's no need to wait for a big closet clean-out day or hold on to clothes that you'll never wear again. It's also a way to save time because you won't be wasting energy trying on clothes that just don't work for your body anymore. By consistently getting rid of clothes that no longer fit, I've noticed a couple of things. First, my closet feels way more organized. And second, I'm left with pieces I actually love and wear regularly. I've stopped stressing about what to wear because everything in my closet fits and makes me feel good. So next time you try something on and it doesn't fit, make the decision right away to part with it. It only takes a minute, but you'll see an immediate difference in how much more space you have and how much more organized your wardrobe becomes. The 5th tip is to tidy up drawers and small spaces in your home. We all have those little nooks, whether it's a drawer filled with random items or a cluttered shelf that tend to get messy without us even realizing it. What's great about tidying these small areas is that it only takes a minute, but it makes a noticeable difference in the overall organization of your home. I started by focusing on the smaller spaces in my house. Things like my kitchen drawer full of utensils I don't use, or the bathroom drawer stuffed with old makeup and expired products. Instead of letting them pile up, I now make it a habit to quickly sort through these areas, toss out things I don't need, and organize the rest. It's a fast job, and I always feel better afterward knowing those little spaces are clutter-free. It's easy to forget about the small areas because they seem insignificant compared to bigger projects, like decluttering the entire closet or garage. But these small spaces can quickly become a source of stress and frustration if they're left unchecked. When I clear out a drawer or a shelf, It not only looks better, but I also feel more organized and less overwhelmed by my surroundings. The best part is these tasks are so quick that they don't feel like a big deal. Whether it's a drawer, a small corner of your desk, or the cabinet under the sink, tidying up just one small space can be done in under a minute. And once you get into the habit of doing it regularly, you'll find that your home feels much tidier overall. So, next time you have a free moment, focus on one of those small spaces in your home. Tidy up a drawer, organize that little shelf, or declutter your desk. It's a quick task that can make a big impact, and you'll feel so much better knowing everything has its place. The sixth tip to keep your home organized is to set up a designated space for decluttering. This is one of those little hacks that makes the process of getting rid of things so much easier and less overwhelming. When I first started decluttering, I often found myself stuck with no clear place to put things I no longer needed. But once I set up a specific spot for those items, it became much more manageable. What I did was create a dedicated bin or box, and I keep it in a convenient spot like in my closet near the door or in a corner of my bedroom. Anytime I come across something I no longer use or need, I simply toss it into the box. Whether it's clothes that don't fit items I've outgrown or things I don't use anymore, they go straight into that spot. No hesitation, no overthinking. This approach is super effective because it eliminates the need for you to decide immediately where the items should go. Instead, you just have a place to put them temporarily, and when the box gets full, you can take it all at once to donate or dispose of. It's a simple system that prevents clutter from piling up, and it makes it easy to keep your home organized without feeling like you have to do a huge decluttering session all at once. What's also great is that this system can be customized to your lifestyle. You can have a bin for clothes, another for miscellaneous items, or even a bag in your car for donations. The important thing is to make it easy for yourself to let go of things when you realize you don't need them anymore. By setting up a space for decluttering, you'll avoid the common trap of holding on to things because you don't know what to do with them. It's also a great way to reduce decision fatigue, since you can simply toss things into your designated spot and deal with them later when you have time. So find a corner or an area in your home where you can set up a declutter station. It only takes a minute to establish, and it will make the entire process of keeping your home clutter-free feel much more manageable. The seventh tip for keeping your home organized is to clean out your refrigerator regularly. It's one of those tasks that can easily slip under the radar. But trust me, taking a minute to quickly tidy up your fridge can make a big difference. I've learned that cleaning out expired food or leftovers before they start to pile up is a game changer. Here's how I do it. Whenever I'm about to go grocery shopping, I take a minute to check the fridge and throw away anything that's past its prime. Old leftovers, expired condiments, or wilted veggies are the first things to go. I don't overthink it, just a quick glance, and if it looks bad or smells off, it's out. This habit only takes a minute, but it helps keep the fridge from getting overcrowded and full of stuff I'll never use again. It's amazing how quickly a fridge can become disorganized if you don't stay on top of it. I used to let things sit for weeks, and then I'd open the fridge to find a bunch of old containers and food that had gone bad. Now cleaning it out as part of my routine feels way less overwhelming, and I always feel better knowing that the fridge is clean and organized before I bring in the new groceries. What's also great is that this tip doesn't just make your fridge look better, it helps prevent food waste. By regularly throwing out expired items and leftovers, I'm able to make space for the fresh food I buy, and I can actually see everything in the fridge, which makes it easier to use what I have before it goes bad. So before your next grocery trip, take a minute to quickly clean out your fridge. It's a small task, but it'll make a big difference in how organized and clean your kitchen feels. You'll save time, reduce waste, and make your fridge more efficient. Tip number 8 is to get rid of old items when replacing them with something new. This is such a simple but effective habit that can help keep your home clutter-free and organized. How many times have you bought something new, like a pair of shoes, a new shirt, or a kitchen gadget only to keep the old, worn-out item hanging around for just in case. I've definitely been guilty of this, but once I started following this rule, it made a big difference in how tidy my home feels. Here's what I do now. Whenever I buy something new that's meant to replace something old, I make sure to get rid of the old item immediately. For example, when I get a new pair of shoes, I toss the old ones that I know are no longer wearable. Same goes for clothes that I no longer fit into or don't wear anymore. I get rid of them as soon as I bring in something new. By doing this, I avoid letting things pile up and clutter my space. It also helps me keep my home feeling fresh and organized without the constant need to declutter everything all at once. The key is to be quick about it. If you buy new items, don't wait for a big clean-out session to get rid of the old ones. Just replace them as you go. What's great about this habit is that it only takes a minute, and it keeps your home from becoming a storage unit for things you don't need anymore. Plus, it helps you stay on top of your belongings. When I see a new item replacing an old one, I know exactly what I have and what I no longer need. It also gives me the peace of mind that I'm not holding on to clutter unnecessarily. So next time you buy something new, don't just leave the old item sitting around. Take a minute to get rid of it, whether it's donating, recycling, or tossing it. It's a small habit that'll keep your space organized, reduce clutter, and make you feel more in control of your home. Tip number 9 is to declutter your shoes. If you're like me, shoes tend to pile up, especially when you buy a new pair but hold on to the old ones just in case. Over time, this can lead to a crowded entryway or closet that feels more chaotic than organized. The good news is that it only takes a minute to go through your shoes and get rid of the ones you no longer wear or need. Here's what I do. Every once in a while, usually when I'm putting away new shoes or doing a quick tidying up, I go through my collection. I ask myself a few questions. Do I wear this pair regularly? Are these shoes still in good condition? If the answer is no, I get rid of them. It could mean tossing a pair that's worn out, donating shoes that no longer fit, or simply letting go of those trendy shoes I thought I'd wear but never actually did. What's great about this habit is that it doesn't take much time at all. In less than a minute, you can go through your shoes and make the decision to let go of the ones that no longer serve a purpose. Not only does this free up space in your closet, but it also makes it easier to find the shoes you actually wear. No more digging through piles of old shoes just to find that one pair you love. A quick declutter of your shoes also makes a big impact on the overall organization of your home. Whether it's your closet, your entryway, or the shoe rack in your hallway, keeping things tidy and only holding on to shoes that are in good condition and that you actually wear will make your space feel more streamlined and less cluttered. So next time you're putting away a new pair of shoes or tidying up your space, take a minute to go through the ones you don't use anymore. It's a quick habit that keeps your shoe collection organized and your home feeling more put together. The final tip is to clear out unnecessary papers and items regularly. It's easy for paper clutter to build up receipts, old bills, random notes, and other paperwork that you just don't need anymore. But if you make it a habit to go through these things regularly, it'll help keep your space organized and reduce that feeling of being overwhelmed by clutter. I've found that setting aside just a minute to go through any papers or random items that have accumulated on my desk or counter really helps. I quickly decide if it's something I need to keep, toss, or shred. For example, receipts from purchases I don't need for returns, old bills I've already paid, and expired coupons all go straight into the recycling bin or shredder. It only takes a minute to sort through them, but doing this regularly keeps my space much tidier. The same goes for other random items that tend to collect around the house, like those little trinkets or things that don't have a home. I make it a point to quickly check through these things and get rid of anything that doesn't serve a purpose. It's amazing how much clearer a space feels when it's free from excess papers or things you don't need. What's great about this tip is that it's a quick win. You don't need to do a huge decluttering session to keep your home feeling organized. By spending just a minute here and there clearing out unnecessary items, you prevent clutter from building up, which means you don't have to deal with huge piles of paper later. So take a minute today to go through papers, receipts, and random items you no longer need. Toss them out and enjoy the instant improvement in how clean and organized your space feels. It's a simple habit that makes a big difference in maintaining a clutter-free home. So today we covered some super simple but highly effective tips to help you keep your home organized without overwhelming yourself. We talked about quick habits like handling mail right away, tidying up your desk daily, getting rid of old clothes as soon as they don't fit, and even cleaning out your fridge and shoes. These small, easy actions only take a minute or two, but they can really make a big difference in keeping your space clutter-free and your mind at ease. By making these habits part of your routine, you'll avoid the buildup of clutter and feel more in control of your environment. The best part is you don't have to spend hours cleaning to keep your home looking neat and organized. Just a few minutes here and there can help maintain a fresh, clean space without stress. In the next video, we'll dive into some surprising cleaning habits that incredibly tidy people swear by to maintain their homes in top shape. You won't believe how some of these unique routines can transform the way you clean, and they're way easier than you might think. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more practical advice to keep your home feeling fresh and organized. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.